She wanted like me cause her like she can count on him. She tried to be nosy and hit up my ex. She like, girl, you can count on him. Hey, we need more, tell them we need more. Putting numbers on the board like I'm keeping score. Hey, 16 cars in my front yard. Hey, 30 on my wrist, one point to guard.
Big numbers, big numbers. 100 in the bag, that's a big number. Big numbers, big numbers. Whole team counted, that's a big number. Big numbers, big numbers. 100 in.
All right, Coach, thank you very much. It's the National Football League presented by EA Sports. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between our visitors and the Columbus Explorers. The children will groan. It's the final weekend of summer, but we've got the NFL, and we're underway on EA Sports. And he'll wind up getting an extra couple yards here for his trouble as he'll bring this one out to the 27.
I feel like I ain't playing Madden forever.
The former second-round pick, this is Joe Mixon, calling no gain on the game's first play, and it's second down now.
He has elite instincts from his linebacker spot. He's able to diagnose the run and flies in like a missile to stop that one behind the line of scrimmage.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, second and 10. Second and 10. And a quick throw here, that's complete. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face third down.
I always laugh when people say, what's the toughest route to defend? And I'm like, any of them, especially if it's a good receiver. That makes things very difficult. But when you're running a drag route, something short, shallow, going through defenders, using guys almost as screens in order to get open, that makes things tougher, guys trying to get to the football.
We got three, fellas, we got three.
They give to Mixon to try to pick it up. He's got the first down and more past midfield. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. Touchdown. Joe Mixon, his first touchdown here of the new campaign, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. You talk about explosion plays. Here's one pretty much right out of the gate.
And now they get to ride a wave of emotion, momentum, everything. Just as you described, right out of the gate. Big sprint, touchdown. They're excited. But on the other side, they've got to guard against a major letdown because they hit them right in the gut with that one. And now you start to question yourself a little bit when you give up a touchdown on the opening drive.
This is taken at the 3. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line.
Ready. 52's the mic. Check. 52's the mic. You gonna see me in your nightmare, son. You gonna see me in your nightmare. Fight.
They'll run on first down. Walls. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage.
But we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
So after the run for no gain, here's second and 10. Looking to throw. Costello. And he's got his man on the out route. And he'll be corralled right around the 34. It's a first down on a gain of 10.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
And that was a good start, getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. From the 34 now, here's first and 10.
Hey, Sam up.
And some room to maneuver. And he's able to get this way down deep into enemy territory. And they rattle off a big one. So they dig a little deeper in the playbook there, get the wide receiver the ball, running it, and it proves fruitful.
Love the call. When you got a guy who has running back skills, you want him to touch the ball as well, not just out wide where you throw it to him. Make sure you hand it to him or toss it to him and let him go to work.
First carry now for Kareem Hunt. And he's heating up at the line of scrimmage. Might have gotten a yard down to the 16. Give him maybe a yard. Quite the opposite from the previous big gainer.
Brings up 2nd and 9 at the Bengals 16-yard line.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
Check. Come. Snap.
They'll run with Hunt on 2nd down. And they'll get him down right around the 16. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it.
Well, so many times we look at a short run and we praise the offense for trying to set the tempo and establish things, but the defensive guys, hey, they just won the battle there. It wasn't a big run given up. They don't always have to absorb the body blows. Sometimes they dish them out themselves.
And a nickel look here for the Bengals as they try to defend this on 3rd. From the gun, Costello. And that will be incomplete.
Certainly looked like they were getting ready to convert there on 3rd down, but what an effort to get his hand on that one, knock it away, and brings up a 4th down decision.
So here we go. The offense is going to stay out there. They're going for it on 4th and 8.
Ready.
On 4th down, Costello. That is caught inside the 5. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. Some collective exhales over there on the sideline. A big pickup through the air on 4th down to bring up 1st and goal. 1st and goal and a chance to get that initial touchdown right back. On 1st down, they'll run with Hunt. And he is into the end zone for a touchdown. Kareem Hunt, his first touchdown of the new season as his guys are on the board here this first quarter.
Brad, I think we have to look back at the big call to go for it on 4th down.
Yeah, that set up everything in the end result, the short touchdown run. Correct me if I'm wrong. I don't think every coach would have gone for it back there.
You and I both know every coach would not have gone for it back there. So that showed a little bit of faith, actually showed a lot of faith in his team, and it was rewarded.
This is fielded at the goal line.
The Bengals get over 1st and 10 at their own 32-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked. But you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Now that sends them 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to 2nd down.
That's why I have to juke 2 motherfuckers and still another nigga back there. I guess
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. Now Joe Mixon. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down.
That's a really alert defense there because they saw the heavy look come in from the offense, countered it with extra linebackers who brought a little bit of speed and heft, and able to really make a big-time play for their defense.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. In for the sack, Myles Garrett.
That's a pretty darn good start to his season, huh? A sack in the opener, adds a second one here. That tells you about his offseason. He came in determined to have a big year, and it's paying off.
Fielded just inside the 30. A 46-yard boot, but just 36 following a pretty decent return of 10 yards. And out will come the offense as they take over. Time for our first check of the NFL scoreboard. Now, you saw the score at the bottom of your screen a moment ago. We got a good one going on there. Remember to keep an eye on the ticker, of course, at the bottom of your screen for updates on that game and others around the NFL. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. They'll start with Hunt on the ground. Give him 3 on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Trying to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. To throw on 2nd down, Costello. And he is going to go down. He will be sacked on the final play of this first quarter. These two teams all tied after one.
Yeah.
And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. Off play action. Costello. Under pressure again, and down he goes again.
One thing that I liked about this guy during the draft process was his motor. Of course, I loved his skills, but he plays hard on every down.
And that motor on full display there as he gets his first NFL sack. And how about this? 4th and long, and they're going to go for it.
Let's go, defense.
Hard.
They're indeed going for it as they look to throw. He's going deep for Brown. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off around the 27. And a great return here gets this one all the way down to the 26-yard line. And they're not able to convert on 4th down. They'll come out throwing here on 1st down. Under pressure, and down he goes. They sack him back at the 36. Man, he got in there so quickly, Charles. What could the offense have done to adjust and account for that?
But what you're hoping is that you figure out and you see and get a clue that maybe there's going to be some pressure coming at you, and you change the blocking schemes. Maybe you go to max protection. The biggest one is maybe you bring your running back in to try and keep you clean. But in that case, that didn't happen. 0 accountability, and a sack resulted.
Got a man over the middle, and it's complete. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. Mixon with a first down carry. And they'll go backwards here, losing yardage to the 14. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's second down.
Anytime you call an inside running play, you just know there should be a lot of congestion there. You're counting on your offensive line to take control of the line of scrimmage. That didn't happen in this case, and that play got bottled up.
Second and 11. Over the middle, and it's incomplete.
A good number of coaches at any time they call an in route are really worried about the play because there's so much traffic ordinarily that the ball has to get through to get to the receiver. And on that play, it was batted down.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. On third down, Mixon. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Bengal TD. Joe Mixon with 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game. And the Bengals have taken the lead. The extra point splits the uprights, and that makes the score 14-7. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. A tale of 2 extremes already in this game. A touchdown pass on their opening drive, followed by an interception last time out.
Now, it sounds like things balance out, right? What's that mythological thing that we do? If you have a candy bar, have a diet soda with it, it balances it out. And we know that's not really true, right? Because the interception, that sting lingers.
Trying for Brown, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 49. And the return across midfield and to the 46-yard line.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Blitz coming, and down he goes.
Well, that play was the very definition of fast, quick, and in a hurry. Suddenly, he was there.
Yeah, blink of an eye, that happened fast, and a big sack. Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is second and long. Mixon. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and they're going to face an uphill battle here on third and long.
Who the fuck is over there? Hold on. Maybe not. Oh, fuck no. That's why they're not blocking it on somebody's fucking.
They're going to look to throw. And that is incomplete. Had to pass there, third and long.
Making that in the game. Oh, yeah, 66.
On your own side of the field, just couldn't come up with anything.
That's why teams always talk about having to win the early downs, meaning you've got to gain yardage and set yourself up for 3rd and short, because when it's 3rd and long, the odds go down significantly trying to pick up the 1st down, even throwing the football.
Well, Las Vegas sending out their punter now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away.
Let's go, man. At their own 20-yard line.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, you had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. Well, the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. They stay on the ground. This time it's Kamara. A good pickup there, 13 yards as they get closer for 3rd down. So from 2nd and long, now we go to 3rd and very manageable.
Yeah, they love that phrase, don't they? Because as an offensive coordinator, you can keep people a little bit off balance and guessing, because you don't have to throw it. You can come back with a strong run game if you want to. And if you're in 4-down territory, that really opens things up for you.
A nickel look now for the Bengals as they try to stop him here on 3rd down. Here's Kamara trying to run for him. And he gets it to the 32. Good enough for a 1st down. It's a 1st down following a gain of 3. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the 2nd quarter, 14-7. A reminder, coming up at halftime, we'll head to Orlando. Standing by there, Jonathan Coachman. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL in this 2nd week of the regular season. There's a throw over the middle. It's taken in by his tight end. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. A really nice gain of 25 yards.
1st and 10 at the 43-yard line.
70, Indy.
On 1st down, Costello gets this to Kareem Hunt, his running back. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
2nd and 4. And he will find his man on the outside. And he's going to get this inside the 30. It's a 1st down on a gain of 10. If you're going to blitz, likely going to leave you in man coverage with this guy, and that is less than ideal.
It is, because just about any offense that has an elite receiver, if you blitz and have him in man coverage, you're going to him, even if he has an elite defender on him, because he usually knows where the ball is before the defender does.
And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down. Well, this is how you shake the thoughts of that interception on the last drive. You come out and start this one 4 for 4.
And watching him throw it around with that type of confidence reminds me of a guy I played with way back when who told me, I don't care if I throw 10 interceptions in a row. I'm going to stay confident, keep flinging it. I just figured there's something wrong with the football.
Oh, jumping early from his tight end spot. Maybe trying to get a jump start on that route.
Yeah, I think you're exactly right about that. And oftentimes when you see that, that means the play call was supposed to come in his direction, and he was eager to go catch a pass.
Back to throw. Costello. Paul bringing it in. And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. Now another timeout called for by the offense as they'll stop it with 27 seconds remaining here in the second quarter. This will be play number 8 here on the drive. It's 3rd and a yard. They'll try to run for the first down with Hunt. And Hunt is not going to get there. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts as it comes with 22 seconds to go here in half number 1. And no signs of the field goal unit. They're going for it on 4th down. On 4th down, Costello. Rush coming, and he's taken down. A big-time sack there on 4th down. And the Bengals will get the football back.
Yeah.
The Bengals drive about to get going. We're under 20 seconds to go in the half. I'm guessing the wise play here is be safe.
That is the wise play because if you think about trying to fool them here, here's what you're facing. You're facing a loosened up secondary, playing a lot deeper than normal. So even if you run some type of misdirection, you're only going to fool them for a second or so. And guess what? They're so deep, they're really not going to be out of position. Take the knee, get to the locker room.
Okay, Coach, appreciate it. A 1-touchdown game here as we get set to resume play in the second half. The Bengals set to receive. They have the lead and the football to begin quarter number 3. This is fielded at the goal line. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line.
Oh.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half 2, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall, I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there. Just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up, and we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, we do. We'll see if they can pick it up. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. 16 yards, a first down.
But it appears that they read man defense and went to the out route, and what you have to do on that one is the receiver's got to make sure he works the defender towards the middle of the field to give himself space to cut to the outside and have that ball delivered with good timing, and they got it done.
On first down, Walls. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20.
At this stage of the game, the run-pass numbers are a little bit out of whack because most of their yardage has come through the air. But in a sense, that just sets things up for big runs like that because the defense might be a little bit off balance. They pick up another first down with that run.
So they'll come up in Bengals territory now with a 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line. Looking to throw. Costello out of the backfield. That's complete to Kamara.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. They'll run out of the gun with Kamara. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
Getting had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end.
We go.
The Bengals with 2 extra DBs. A nickel look on third.
Blanketing the passing lanes.
On third down, here's Hunt. And he's able to pick up the first down here before he goes down at the 26. They're able to convert with a gain of 4.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the third quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. A gain of 4 last play. They double that here and get 8. 8 yards the tally on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 2. Running it, Washington. And they work this near the 5. He'll be stopped at the 6. It's a nice pickup of 12 yards, and it gives him a 1st and goal.
The running game's played a huge part in getting him down to this point on the field. I say stay with it. Keep pounding the football. Keep driving. Keep grinding.
Yeah, even down in the red zone, keep going for it.
No doubt about it. Dance with what brung you.
So that'll back him up 5. That false start knocks him back behind the 10 now as they'll try again. 1st and goal. Operating from the gun. Costello. Quick hitter here. It's complete. And they go the wrong way on this one. Losing yardage back at the 12. It'll be a loss of 1, and that'll bring up a 2nd and goal. Here we go on 2nd and 12. Under pressure, and he'll go down. Back at the 26-yard line.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
They need to reverse the trend. The last 2 plays have gone backwards. Now it's 3rd and goal. Off the play fake. Costello. He's going to go up top for the... And it'll be intercepted. Read it well, and it's picked. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. First possession of the 3rd quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion. Line of scrimmage, the 28 now as they come up on 2nd and a couple. They'll run with Mixon. He'll have a first down past the 40. And he's going to get this to the 40-yard line. 12 yards there and a first down.
Now, this is an example of breaking down a defense because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
Back to throw now on first down. Being chipped, and he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Bilal Nichols able to drop him for a loss of 4 from his defensive tackle spot. So after the sack, here's 2nd and 14. 2nd and 14. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. Deion Jones, he's the one that drops him this go-around, and that pass rush getting strong here. Back-to-back sacks. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. They'll set up to throw. And that one knocked away and incomplete. Nice job defensively on what will be the final play of the 3rd quarter. Back now in Columbus. As we've got the final quarter upon us, we get ready to start the 4th. He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. And that one hits a little too close to the goal line, and it continues into the end zone for a touchback. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And with 3 interceptions thrown already, we'll see. Do they rely more on the ground game here?
They may have to change things offensively to try and settle things down, not just for the guy throwing the ball, but for the rest of the offensive unit, because their confidence has to be shaken a little bit. And you just wonder, is the backup going to start to warm up a little bit over on the sideline?
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Off play action. Costello. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Paul. This game not quite as good as the last, but still over 40 yards between the two.
When this offense can get their tight ends involved, they can move the football. Here, a nice route, able to look it in, and picks up the 1st down.
This quarterback now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10. Here's Hunt. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
Some runs are blocked so well, you almost forget that someone has to carry the ball to gain the yardage. The leverage by the offensive line to create space up front, really well done.
Check 52 to mine.
Don't think he did.
52 to mine. I got you. I got you. Get it.
On 2nd down now. Walls, and he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the 1st down.
They were not fooling around at all, were they? 2nd and short, and they brought out the heavy package. Almost felt like the super heavy package against that defense, didn't it?
Yeah, I don't think they expected that much beef up front, and it turned into an easy 1st down conversion. The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10.
That motherfucker.
And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. 23 yards on the play.
This is one of those plays that has an equal chance of either being a big gain or a big loss, but with the college influence, we're seeing more of these plays come into the NFL.
A looming decision to make on the conversion, down 7, but first things first, they need to score as they come up on 1st and goal.
Squeeze. There you go.
Back to throw. Costello, flush to his right. He's going to take off with it. Give him a couple on the scramble. It's 2nd down.
Well, he did a nice job keeping his eyes downfield, waiting for someone to get open. But once the pressure forced his eyes down to see the rush, it was time to make a break for it.
They come up in an offset eye. So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal.
Pilot, 64, weak. Check nickel.
They'll try to run with Hunt. And the D not yielding much there. He's only going to get a yard to about the 2. This Bengal defense, they passed the first 2 tests. Now it's 3rd and goal.
The other running back's faster than that, so I don't know what the fuck. He had 3 of them here.
They stay on the ground. Again, it's Hunt. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive.
I know this is your spot, partner, so forgive me for jumping in, but there's no decision right here. They have to go for it in this situation. They're down on the scoreboard. How many other opportunities are you going to get?
Yeah, I'm with you. 4th quarter, like you said, down on the scoreboard. And remember here, a field goal virtually does them no good. So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. From the right hash at a bit of a tight angle. And the 11-year veteran bangs it through. And they'll cut the lead back down to 4 now at 14-10. So an interesting call there to take the 3. I mean, I guess they're thinking that their hands were tied, but, you know, 4th quarter, that field goal might not help them that much in the end.
Yeah, eventually they're going to need the touchdown. The thinking must have been they didn't feel confident about picking it up there. hoping maybe on defense they can get better field position, get a turnover, get a better play, and then they'll have a chance to attack the end zone.
The Bengals drive about to get going. Right now clinging to a one-score lead, Charles, and I think operating within that 4-minute offense with a little less than 4 minutes to go applies here, right?
It certainly does, and that means the playbook is still wide open. But you are a little bit more careful about what you're calling. You want plays that are going to gain yardage, how would you say it, consistently, right? You don't need the big shots downfield, but make sure the clock continues to run. Pile up the first downs. And the goal? End the game with your quarterback kneeling down at the end, and you still have the lead.
Clock continuing to run. They'll probably wind this all the way before snapping it on second down. They'll look to throw here. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Boy, tight game like this, fourth quarter, personal foul penalties, a no-no.
Yeah, we know the emotions are running high. The tensions are the same. Who can control them best could ultimately win it.
So now a fresh set of downs, 1st and 10 after roughing the passer.
Here I come again. Here I come again. He's crossing. He's checking crap.
They'll set up a throw. Wide open receiver complete. And touchdown. In for the score. Now the Bengals, they widen their lead. And a nice job by him to catch the slant and then navigate and break free.
And receivers love slant routes because it gets the ball in their hands so quickly and oftentimes on the move. And when they're on the move like that, then they get to use their best asset, which is usually their speed.
And their speed sometimes, like this instance, can take them into the end zone. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And tough to win games if you're going field goal, field goal, field goal here. They got field goal last time. Now they'll be looking for a touchdown.
They're looking for the big chunk now because, as you noted, the field goal, field goal, field goal way of doing it makes it that much harder and puts more pressure on every.
The Bengal pressure gets him that time. Down he goes. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's our home team here in possession of the football as we come back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off near the 26. And he is going to bring this back inside the 20 to the 18-yard line. Just a little bit of a rough stretch. 6 interceptions now in these last 2 weeks combined.
I know the easy thing is to go back to mechanics, footwork, things of that nature. I'm also wondering, is he getting fooled by what he's seeing on defense? Has the scouting report changed? Are they showing him things different than what he expected? For the second week in a row, he's throwing it to the guys in the red color shirts.
He better figure, whatever the reason is, he better figure it out. It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up second down. Bear in mind, that wasn't a big lineman back there for the tackle for loss. That was a cornerback.
So are you saying the myth has been shattered? That all of them are not just cover corners? Some of them actually will stick their nose in and tackle when necessary? That's what we just saw, isn't it?
And they corral him just a couple yards shy of the end zone. 19 yards on the pickup there, and now they'll have it 1st and goal. Well, they probably don't need to run a play here, but you wonder if they're going to be able to resist on 1st and goal. That one looks like he'll throw here. The quick slant caught. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. Only a yard of the completion. It's 2nd and goal. On 2nd and goal, one man stands in the backfield, and that's Mixon. They'll give it to him up the middle. And that play's not going to get him in as he stops right at about the line of scrimmage. They're held again, and do we have a goal line stand brewing? It's 3rd and goal. So this crowd will not go home happy. It's a victory for our visitors. And it was their defense that led the way, allowing just 3 points, that lone field goal in the entire second half.
And remember the old adage, offense sells tickets. Defense does what?
Wins championships.
And in this game, maybe a championship wasn't won, but a game was by the defense, right? Held them to just a field goal. That's a heck of a job. I mean, when they went out there with that determination and a pretty good game plan, pretty good idea of what they wanted to accomplish. Just love the execution, love the tenacity, love the way they finished.
So for our visitors, it was a great all-around performance as they come out of this one with the victory. And they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for the home team here, they'll drop to 0-2. And they will try to get back in the swing of things next week on the road.